been on YouTube for 4 years now. Over 480 video uploaded. I've made a whopping $0.00. And I know this is not the kind of video you were expecting and you were hoping that I'm a millionaire by now, and that is not this video. Have a YouTube channel or you want to create one and you feel like you're failing or you feel like you'll fail and you're not really sure what to do, what not to do. This is the video of what not to do because I'm going to go through my entire YouTube story and tell you all the things that I've done wrong that I need to stop doing or that I'm committing as of this video to stop doing. Enough chatter, enough rambling, let's get on into the video. First thing that I want to go over is a quick channel overview. First video was uploaded 4 years ago, currently at 1,800 subscribers, about 2,000 watch hours on YouTube within the past 365 days. That's where the problem lies. It has also changed a lot over the 4 years, and that might be another problem that I see. All of that together has accumulated to a whopping $0.00 added into my bank account. Now onto the next part, which is what went wrong. My number one problem on here and on everything else, to be honest, is consistency, or the lack thereof, because that's what it is, to be honest. I've lacked consistency. Over that 4-year period, that 480 plus videos that I've mentioned, only 100 of those have been long form content, which is what I really need for those watch hours. Most of them, the 400 plus has just been 300 plus has just been short form content, and it's usually repurposed from TikTok or Instagram. And while they do perform, they bring in the subscribers, but they don't necessarily bring up the watch hours. Next one, which I can and can't blame myself for this, is niche switching. I've switched my niche technically 3 times since I've started this 4 years ago. If I'm being fair, I've always known that I wanted to create content. I've always enjoyed it. I enjoy being the face of everything that I do, and I enjoy talking to people and talking to my camera. It sounds crazy, I know, but I like it. So I always knew I wanted to create content. What I wanted to create this content about, that is where the problem lies. The OGs, if you're not new here and you've been here for the 4 years, thank you for being here, but you would have known that this channel started out as Golden Whisk JA, which is my cake baking and decorating business that I had a few years ago. I was posting cake tutorials, all things baking, day in the life of a baker, business owner type of videos. Then a few years ago, I had a rebrand type situation. I think this was a year later, and I decided to go more into the personal side of things because people seem to like more of the days in the life. At this point, I rebranded and changed the name from Golden Whisk JA to Hall in This Together because my last name is Hall, and I thought I was clever being Hall in This Together. And my most recent rebrand niche switching is to personal development, organization, productivity, which is what my last set of videos have been on. And while I'm not doing another rebrand, I'm still within that scope. I have decided to not be so specific, but to be more documenting my life and my personal development journey instead of being so strict in I'm a coach, because I'm really not a coach and I'm trying to figure all of this out, but I want to share it with you guys on YouTube. Switching the niches has helped me somewhat to gain clarity. It has done the complete opposite for my audience and for the algorithm because it has confused y'all a lot. The thing that went wrong is that I was not building a solid foundation within each niche before switching, and whether that's with the number of content that I'm posting, i.e. consistency, or the audience that I'm building, i.e. having them fall in love with me, so no matter what I post, they'll still be here, was no bueno. Plus the inconsistency and the niche switching has made the momentum, the engagement, everything slow because it's like it's confusing the people, it's confusing the algorithm. The algorithm doesn't know what kind of people to send my new videos to because one day it's about my personal life, the next minute is about productivity, the next minute is about baking, the next minute is about something completely different. You get me? Those are the top things of what has gone wrong with the channel, why I'm not yet monetized. About what I've learned so far. Consistency isn't just about showing up, it's about building trust. And when you build trust with your audience, they kind of stick around. They're like, yeah, she's gonna show up, I know this. The algorithm also knows that, okay, she's gonna post on Wednesdays at 2 p.m. so let's be prepared to send out her videos to her people at Wednesdays at 2 p.m. This one, despite all you've heard from every other YouTube guru or people who have been successful on YouTube growth is not linear. It takes a lot of work. There's a lot of up and down and back and forward and everything that you can think about, and it takes a lot in order for you to get to that goal of being monetized and actually making it a full income or whatever it is that you want it to be, but just know that it won't be a straight, smooth line of growth. Thing that not a lot of people know, but I'm actually a social media manager and I think I should know better. But the thing is, YouTube, along with every other social platform, rewards persistency and clarity. And so if you don't have those two things, it will never know what to do with your content and who to push it towards. And while I do these things with my business account and also my clients' accounts, I wasn't necessarily doing it with my personal brand because I'm like, I'm using this as my space for exploration, experimentation, and to see what works, what doesn't work. Well, I have found out all the things that doesn't work. I just wanted it to be my creative outlet. It's just another proof that YouTube doesn't reward talent or creativity as much, but it does reward consistency, persistency, and clarity. Final thing that I've learned, which is probably the most important, is don't ever compare your journey to somebody else's highlights. First and foremost, you might be comparing your day 1 or your year 4 to somebody else's year 13, and that is just not fair to you. Also, you might be comparing your 10% of effort to their 110% of effort, because I have not been putting in all the effort that I know that I'm capable of putting into YouTube, and so I cannot compare myself to somebody else who's uploading every single week or twice per week or whatever their schedule is, and they may have more persistency, more audience clarity, and the algorithm is not as confused. So don't ever compare yourself to somebody else, but you can also feel free to compare yourself to where you're coming from. So my 4 year ago or even my yesterday, I can compare myself to that because I know that from this video forward, I will be trying to do a lot better. The thing that I want to mention is that if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't believe that you can get to where you want to get to, whether that's being monetized, making this your full income, whatever it is that you want to obtain from content creation from YouTube, if you don't believe in yourself and you're having sabotaging beliefs or self-doubt, or you're having imposter syndrome, whatever it is that you're struggling with, you will be the biggest obstacle in your own way. It's another thing that I have struggled with, because when I started YouTube, when I started doing my business and everything, not a lot of people around me decided to support me, and I've still, even 4 years later, struggled with that, feeling like maybe I'm not enough, maybe I'm not cut out for this. Yes, I like this, but maybe this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. Also been listening to the crowd a lot more than I would like to. So when one person suggests, oh, do more vlogs because this other creator is doing vlogs and it's working so much, like so well for them, I started doing vlogs. When this other creator was doing this and this person suggested that, I started doing that. But it didn't necessarily align with what I wanted to do, the kind of content that I want to create, because I don't want to be an influencer. I want to be a personal brand. And so doing influencing or influencer type videos or trending videos just for the sake of doing it, for the sake of views, has really hurt me and has hurt my growth and my mindset overall. So just stick to what you know is true to you and just filter out all the other noise. So for the big question, is YouTube worth it? And this is my honest take after 4 years and all the effort that I've put into this, which may not be as much, but it's still a lot. Emotionally, it has been a lot. It has been very tough, but I still love creating, and so that's the reason why I'm still here. This could have been one of those videos of,
I've been on YouTube for 4 years and this is my last video that you'll ever see.
This is not that. This is, you're going to see my face until you get sick of me kind of video. Creatively, it has been a great place for me to be creative, like my outlet of creativity, for me to grow and see different parts of myself. Like looking at the first set of videos that I did in year 1 compared to even last year or now, I have lighting, guys. Like there's a bit of a setup and it's not perfect, but there is growth, and I love how it has given me this space for me to grow and try new things and experiment and fall in love with new sides of being creative, social media, posting, content creation, and just myself. I also love the fact that it is my way of documenting my life, my growth, my progress, which is what I have wanted it to be from day 1. So while other parts have been like misconstrued or changed or pivoted or whatever it is, that part has stayed true, where I know that it's my space to document. Whether I get 1 view on a video or 5,000 views on a video, that stays true. It's my way of documenting my life, documenting my growth, my process, and I love that for me. Financially, however, so far it has not paid off, like not even a dime. But I do believe that it can and it will if I just put in the work, be consistent, and even if I'm not 100% clear on the kinds of videos that I want to do or post or whatever, I feel like once I'm doing a video and I feel aligned and it feels like me, regardless of if I get 5 views or 500, I'm going to post it, and I'm going to post my videos at 60% perfect, because me trying to over edit and take 10 years to edit a video is not going to be in my favor anyways. So I do believe that financially, once I start being consistent, it's gonna work out. My question to you, because I cannot be the only one who feels this way, if you have a YouTube channel or another social media platform that you're trying to be consistent on, are you struggling to be consistent or not? Because for the past couple of weeks, I've actually been a lot more consistent than I have been in years on my short form content. So that's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and sometimes Threads and Facebook. I've been a lot more consistent for maybe the past month, and so I feel like I can take that momentum into YouTube long form content and actually make this thing work the way that I want it to work, the way I know that it can work. So let me know in the comment section. I know the video is not done yet, but let me know in the comment section what things you're struggling with the most. So whether it's consistency, self-sabotaging, self-doubt, or whatever it is, fear of starting, fear of being perceived, fear of being seen, fear of your family and friends seeing the video and being like, look at this girl doing the influencer shit. Like, yeah, I've been through all of it. So let me know in the comment section and I'd love to chat to you about it. So we've been through all of this, the YouTube story, what I've learned, what I've done wrong, all of these things. But why exactly am I making this video? The first reason why I'm making this video is so that I can hold myself accountable. Yeah, the big A word that nobody really likes. Video is like my I'm back moment, but without pressure, because when I start feeling pressured, I'm like, yep, clock out. Next reason, which is a big thing for me, and if you follow me on any of my other social media platforms, you know that I'm big on transparency. I'm big on showing the real things behind whatever I struggle. I am struggling. And I want to be real and transparent with that, so that if there's anybody else out there who is struggling with something like this, or you have any doubts, or you're wondering if YouTube or content creation is your thing, this is your video right here to say it can be if you really want it to be. And struggling is a natural part of you doing anything new or anything that's uncomfortable. So besides all the other big brands that are showing you, highlight reels, they're 1% of greatness and they're not showing you the 99 other percent. This right here is your reality check for you to know that it's not always as glamorous or as rainbowy. I lost the analogy, but it's not as great as it may seem sometimes. Other reason is to kind of reset my direction. And no, I'm not necessarily changing my niche or rebranding anything, but a few days ago I said, let me create some content pillars, like categories that I should create content under, and I felt so yucky, so boxed in from it, and I didn't like it, which is why I said before in the video that I'm going to be creating content that I feel aligned with, content that makes me excited to prop my camera up and talk for a few minutes or an hour, because I'm pretty good at that. But like those kind of content, because I'm trying to find people who connect with me, people who are more like me, and so I want to be my authentic self, whatever that means, whatever that is, and so that I can reach the people who will stick around even if I decide to do another niche change in 2 years when I start creating life as a 20-something-year-old mother. Like, you get what I mean? My final reason, which is super important to me, is to inspire and to motivate anybody out there who's scared of starting, anybody who feels that they're failing right now or feel stuck, or you're wondering what the heck is going on with this thing right here. This is your sign to keep going, keep putting in the work, because I'm doing the same. I'm not giving up, and it feels like, I don't want to say 4 years of wasted time and content and lack of motion, but I want to say 4 years of growth and learning things that I shouldn't be doing. So I'm telling you these things so that I can save you 4 years of failure. I don't want to call it failure, but 4 years of figuring it out so that you can use my examples, my experience to make yours a lot better and to reach to your goals a lot faster. Going forward, my videos are still going to be about personal development and my life, because I'm kind of in the healing personal growth era of my life, and I want to be showing all of that. So I'm still going to be trying to heal and reverse my PCOS, my insulin resistance. If you're new here and you don't know that, I do what I eat in a day and meal prepping videos, which are mainly on short form, but they will be coming over to long form soon since I'm trying to be consistent. Building healthy habits and routines that will help me to be a better version of myself, going after the goals, facing fears and anxiety, and healing from my leg injury, which happened 2 years ago, and I'm still struggling with physically, mentally, emotionally, everything. I'm still scared of being in a vehicle, especially when it's not somebody near and dear to me that I drive with almost every day driving. Like, I'm struggling, and I want to share all of that with you, but I don't want it to come from the point of she's trying to tell me what to do. She's telling me from the area of an expertise or a life coach, because that's not what I'm trying to do. That's not who I am, and I'm just trying to show you my journey, hoping to inspire, motivate, and help to, I don't know, suggest some things that work for me, and hoping that they will help you to make your life a little bit easier or go a little bit smoother. Also pretty big these days into becoming more self-aware, learning why I do the things that I do, or why I think the way I think, and how childhood trauma and other past experiences and these fears and limiting beliefs, how they affect how you show up, i.e. how I've been showing up on YouTube for the past 4 years, and I'm into like learning those things, and I usually like to share all the things that I'm learning and how I'm trying to overcome them. I'm not perfect, and I'm not going to say that I am or I aim to be in any way, but I do like sharing the things that I learn and that I know or that I'm trying, in hopes that it will help somebody else out there. So if you're into any of those kinds of videos, or if you have any other videos that are similar to those kinds of categories, because I'm not trying to go far and beyond that scope of categorization and then get back into the state of confusing the algorithm, confusing my audience. So if you like those kind of videos, then definitely stick around, subscribe if you want. If you want to see me grow on YouTube and share more things that I'm doing to grow, yeah, then stick around, subscribe, and do all the things. If I had to sum this entire video up and tell you one thing that I've learned, you cannot win by not showing up. And sadly, I don't want to say sadly, but unfortunately I had to spend 4 years creating content on here to figure that out. But right now, right here, I'm ready to step out of my own way, and I'm going to be posting videos to be consistent and to be clear with what I want and to share my life, to document my journey. But I won't be aiming for perfection, which is hard, but I'm going to do it. If you're in the same boat as me, or you're experiencing similar thoughts or anything along that line, anything from this video resonated with you, then come join me, subscribe, let's continue this journey together, because guess what, we're hauling this together. Yeah, we are hauling this together, and I'm hoping that you know that whatever you're going through or whatever you may be thinking, you're never alone. So yeah, anyways, that's it for this video. I hope to see you next week, because I will be back next week. But until then, just remember to do something today that will make you a little bit better, even 1% better than you were yesterday. Okay, bye bye.